each of the races. This is called Stormhold. No, not Stormhold. Yeah, Stormhold Key. And this is it's in progress. I'm currently done with the walls. I'm still working on the main buildings and stuff like that, where the bosses are going to go, and then later where the custom NPCs are going to sit. Now, you guys are going to have, this is a first look at what's going on in the progress here. I know you guys have seen some of the other gameplay footage, but, well, I'm going to let you guys know some stuff. Minecraft... It includes some good balance changes and stuff like that, some scoring systems, and a bunch of other things. I need not mention the fact that it also is going to include horses and other creatures. Horses are going to be a big part of this map. I'm going to include roads sometime towards the later release, and the roads will be able to access the main 4 cities and whatever else. So it'll horses and other animals will be of great use. But the key thing is that the reason why I'm speaking to you guys about this now is because Minecraft 1.6's very key feature is the elimination of texture packs and the arrival of resource packs. Resource packs are going to make things really, really interesting. From what I understand, resource packs will be able to change the way mods as we know it are developed. It'll allow for map makers and other groups to be able to include their own sounds and their own, as well as their own textures and stuff like that. And it will potentially be able to change the way modding is done as well, which would probably mean that a lot of the mods that I need to use in order to get this map to work won't be able to work for a bit longer than than the first month or so. Now, what I've mentioned so far is that what this map does use is it uses it uses Forge as the main catalyst instead of mod loader and stuff like that, because let's face it, Forge is awesome, and we Minecraft mod guys really needed it. But what else I also use is the custom NPCs, as well as the Balkan's weapon mod, which includes stuff like what you see here, the stone battle axe and stuff like that. And I also have mutant creatures included, and it definitely needs all of those. Now, that becomes a problem when I've had that problem occur before. Whenever I'm trying to make a map, the reason why my Space Hulk map was delayed the way it was because it used a combination of mods like Buildcraft and stuff like that. That by the time that it was by the time I was ready to release it, Minecraft had updated and the mod didn't update. So like SDK Gun mod and stuff like that, the original Plans mod, all those mods, and they weren't updated for eons on end. And by the time that I had an updated version I could use, that map had long the mods that I needed were long gone, so I couldn't implement them further. Now that was quite a big problem, especially given the fact that I really, really, really need to use those mods in order for that to work. I am going to guess that will happen again for this next map. Now, it's not going to be a total loss, because this is all still in development. A lot of the mods I'm going to include may or may not be taken out and put back in the game. I do know that I'm going to be still including the custom NPC mod. That's going to be a very main implement of the game. I'm also going to be including the, I also like to be able to include the more players mod to allow people to be able to have that opportunity to customize their character while they're playing. And I'm also going to be including Balkan's weapons mod. By including all 3 of these, I hope to be able to release the map sometime within August, maybe September, I'm not sure. But it will be released by then. And then, hopefully, people will be able to play it and stuff, and they'll be able to enjoy it. Until that time, I might as well just show you guys around a little bit. This is, like I said, one of the endgame dungeons. There's going to be 4 of these dungeons for every race. Stormhold is basically the human endgame dungeon. It is located. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's one of the key features of the game. Is the game's lore and the map's lore and history is that this city was attacked by orcs. So a lot of what you see now is subject to change, especially given that, for one, it's not complete yet, but also the keep right here. You can see there's a little bit of lava dripping down from a beacon that got broken. A lot of this stuff is going to show signs of battle. There'll be craters everywhere and stuff like that. It'll look like a big horde of orcs steamrolled from one side and made their way through and completely sacked the city. And that is what I have planned. Now, what else? Each of the dungeons also includes their own endgame bosses and their own designs and stuff like that. One thing I do have a problem is with the custom NPC mod currently is that Ender Dragons, the dragon models and stuff, they don't fly. And I would love for Nops, the guy who made the mod, to be able to include that in a future release, because having Ender Dragons and other mobs be able to fly would make this such a much more fun experience, especially given that a lot of my bosses could really implement the use of flight, as well as some other customized stuff that would make them each more complex. Let's have a look inside. Yeah, and what else was I going to say? Yeah, there's also going to be implemented training systems and stuff like that, companions. The game, I'm going to let you guys know right now, this map is going to be available for both single-player and multiplayer. It's better for you to play it with multiplayer, and my recommendation is that you have a group of no more than 3. In the event, however, that you want to play the single-player and you don't have a group of friends to be able to play it with, I will be including companions that you'll be able to equip along the way. And they're basically just hired mercenaries that will join you on your quests. And hired mercenaries, they'll be temporary individuals, so it would mean that you can't have a massive army of people in the multiplayer that you can use to overpower the game. But it'll give you a decent amount of time with these with them before they disappear. And each of them will have their own different skills and their different sets. And they'll each be there'll be a group of them available in each city and sometimes in villages. So you won't be like stuck without a certain number of people in a village or in a city without having to worry about stuff like that. Anyway, and then the final thing I'm going to explain here before I forget. I think that I've announced this on Planet Minecraft or something like that, but I intend to make this map into a very interesting project. Every now and again, I'm going to, when I feel like it, I'm going to decide to release new content into the map. So that would mean, like, for example, say that I want to include something on a new dungeon. I will include that in a future release that will be included. And the idea is that for every release I have, the original map is going to still be available for download. So if, say for patches where I fix a bug or something like that, you'll be able to download it straight from my Mediafire or from whatever channel of media spreading I use for this map. And then what else? And then there'll be the one that will be a release that will include all of the updated content for that released map. And then eventually, whenever there's a Minecraft update or 2 available, I will include an expansion. So let's say, for example, in this release, I'm not going to be including any Nether content. I'm thinking that in the next expansion, which will probably be an update or 2 from now, most likely 2 updates from now, I will include an expansion that includes the Nether, which will also include new dungeons, potentially a new race, a new city or 2, and new endgame bosses. And the difficulty will scale and stuff, and it'll just be really, 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 really cool. So, yeah. Alright, so I've rambled on enough. I think it's time for you guys to just watch this and enjoy. Now, if you guys would like, I would really appreciate a like and a comment. give me some critiques to let me know what you guys think. And I'm also very much open for suggestion. If you guys think that that I should include another dungeon, I've got 2 other dungeons planned before I can officially release this, but I still want a final endgame dungeon release, like a tower of some kind, like a Wither Tower or something like that. Something that will something that you can play without having to worry about any like other quests and stuff like that. Something for like a storyline for people who want to play. And if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to comment and let me know. If you guys have any schematics that you think that you'd be interested in having on this map, most definitely let me know, because there's still a lot more content I'd like to be able to include into this map, and I can't include that and I'm eventually going to run short of ideas. In fact, I haven't touched this map for almost how long now? Almost half a week, because of stuff that I've been doing in the meantime. So, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Again, like, favorite, subscribe, leave me a comment, and yeah, I will see you all later. Until next time, me out.